body. Hola. Wrong side. Get out there. Okay. How are you? What you doing? It's an evening time. Like, what the hell is Lisa doing on in the evening again? It's just so weird. And she has on lipstick. I don't even understand what's going on. Hello, shopaholic. How are you? How are you? So, good evening. How are you guys this evening? I've made a mess. What is new? What is new? I've made a mess. Tamara, hello. So tonight, I don't know what we're doing. I have no idea. That's not funny. Sorry. As I'm sitting here going, I don't know what we're doing tonight. I get a push. Like, let's channel. Hey, I didn't think I said anything about, I did say channeling, but I didn't say, hey, let's just take over and channel. I didn't do that. Lisa Phillips, Brianna Burgess, welcome, welcome. Johanna, how are you? So I do want to take a moment to point out for those of you that have not seen that Maui is on fire. There's a lot of tragedy going on in Maui right now. So please, thank you, Tosh. Take a moment and ask Mother Earth, ask the wind to settle, ask Pele to chill the hell out, and allow Hawaii some grace, because they have been, it's just horrible. And those winds over there, you guys, when those winds pick up on the island, it's unrelenting. So I do too, Johanna, and it hurts to watch, right? It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So taking a moment for Hawaii, for Maui, and saying a little prayer for them, whatever version your prayer is, that's fine. So what are we doing this evening? Lori Spears, you've been in my mind. You've been in my mind. So Lori, my brother found a flute in a dumpster. Why am I seeing the name Caitlin, this spelling? We have a Caitlin working at the shop. Where are you seeing Caitlin? Where are you seeing that? So Lori, my brother found a flute. Now he's a trumpet player. I was first chair flute. He was first chair trumpet all the way through junior high and high school. Nerd fact, right, guys? But it's not a nerd thing. Actually, it's kind of cool to be, in the van nowadays. I don't know what brand. But it is, it had some spiders living in it. I ain't gonna lie. Did I try to play it still? I did. But it has some cobwebs that need knocked out of it. But the pads are really good. It's crazy what a good condition the flute's in for being in a dumpster. I don't know. So I'll have to send you pictures of it. I don't know. I was excited about it. It was neat. I look at it and go, we should play it. Okay, moving on. So hi from Scotland. There's Drew. I have some really, really cool things in the fire, you guys. I have some really cool things in the fire. So anybody that's going to be attending the My Mystical Life gathering in October, we are going to be, it's the 12th, 13th, 14th, right? And the 15th is Sunday. On a license plate, it wasn't there, but I saw it. And then again on Facebook, then in my head, all in the last 2 hours. We have a Caitlin working at the shop, but man, I have no idea. I don't know. We'll have to look into that, right? So on Friday, the 13th, I'm looking to do a paranormal investigation for those that come for the gathering in Ohio. So is she pregnant, or could she be? I don't think she is. I don't know, but I'll ask her. But I'm thinking about doing this really freaking awesome paranormal investigation on the Friday, the 13th evening of that weekend. So it's a pretty cool place, and it is incredibly, incredibly haunted. So that it's it's going to cost us a bit to get in, but I think we're going to do it because we can go from 8 in the evening till 3 in the morning. We can house up to 30 people. It's just going to be a really, really cool thing. And I'm going to look for people to be kind of like ushers to help people through that know what they're doing. Heidi's like, we're in. But it's the Paulding County Jail. And I'm in talks with them right now for this. So really, really excited about this. They were just on Portals to Hell not that long ago. And I know that's really scary to hear, Portals to Hell, but it's just a program. We went into the Savannah Theater. Hi, Sunny Truth, after Portals to Hell as well. So that was kind of fun. So anyways, we're lining stuff up. So we're going to have the Witches Brew is going to be on the 13th, or I'm sorry, on the Thursday. And then after that, in that evening, we're going to do this table tipping seance. And then on Friday, we're going to do psychic fair. And then we're going to do paranormal investigation. And then Saturday, we're going to do some more psychic fair stuff and then events. And then we're going to have Tanya Lee's coming up to do Mediumship Gallery. Like, we're going to be off the chain, y'all. And then Sunday, we're all going to recover. Okay, moving on. So if everybody could share one time to a group, that would be fabulous. I would appreciate it. And we're going to move forward. And I think tonight, I really feel a strong push for channeling, but not the kind of channeling where I stay like right here. It's the kind of channeling where I step back, and I'm not ready to do that this evening. Thank you, Courtney. I'm not ready to step out of the room to do it this evening, but I will do any channeling that comes across cognizantly. But I think we might do, where can I find information? Kajabi hasn't anything new since last year. I don't know, Lori. No, it's not. It shouldn't be. You should be getting newsletters and all sorts of stuff. I will check that. Check Lori Pierce. I have to write myself notes. So we have a lot of really cool stuff. There will be local. There'll be some local things, and I'm sure we'll have people, if allowed, within the jail, if allowed, that will go live. Me and a lot of other peeps. All right, off we go. So I think some of the stuff we're going to do tonight is definitely going to be Akashic. I don't know, Lori. I'll look at it in just a little bit. As soon as I get off, it'll be the first thing I do. What else? We're going to do past lives. Everybody up for that? Everybody up for past lives? I love doing past lives. I love spending time in the Akashic calls. And why do we do that? We do that because how the hell do we know where we're going if we don't know where we've been? We can see a mirrored image of our lessons and past lives and see what we're still working on, or some of the things we might have already covered and completed, right? Hi, Shara. Hi, Amy, Jody. Hi. So let's do some past lives. Let's dip down into that because it really feels like the thing. We're going to probably end up doing some mediumship this evening too. Penny is new. Welcome, Penny. Penny, everybody give Penny a My Mystical Life. Oh, welcome. And I think I saw there is Vicky McHale. Hey, Vicky. Vicky. Hey, Vicky. Okay. Hi, Patty. I know it's a different time of day for me, right? I'm going to try and get on in the evenings a little bit more because I'm shucking off the housework and letting other people do it. I'm not cooking dinner, right? You ever get that feeling? Like, I ain't cooking dinner. I am not the only one in this household, right? No. Okay. So if I can get if you guys are new, please let us know because we have an incredible, incredible group of people that will welcome you. I swear this is not just about free readings on here. This is about community, lifting each other up and creating friendships. You wouldn't believe how many incredible friendships we've watched develop. And just, it's amazing. It truly is amazing. Hello, July Johnson. I love your name. Trudy Gale. Hello. Okay. So if everybody could give me a whoop, whoop. Give me a whoop, whoop. So I know who's in the room. Newish. The reason we do that is, I can see who's here. And that way I don't have a list. I go through when spirit guides tell me that's the person we're working with. So if you're lurking and just watching, just throw your name, just throw a hi out. You don't have to say anything else. If you're shy, it's okay. Even if I do pull your name, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. I don't need validation. It's okay. Okay, moving on. Let's see. We're going to go with Ashley Mignon. Ashley Mignon. Is this your first time, Ashley? I have no idea where we're going. Welcome, Ashley. I have, can you connect with someone's higher self? Yeah, absolutely, through channeling. You've been in before, but not read. Okay. So I don't know where I'm going with this. This is how I start, you guys. I have no problem telling people my processes. I start with a photo, basically. I start with an image, and as I start to describe it, it starts to roll like film. And then it starts to feed out a little bit more information, kind of like dropping information here and there. I know this was a life of hard, yes, look at Odin. This was a life of hard work. I have to tell you about my cat after this, you guys. Somebody remind me after I'm done with Ashley to tell you about the cat. Not Bill's cat. Not Bill's cat. So this is Ashley, this is a male past life for you. This is a life that you've already lived. And here's the thing. If you really want to deep down into it, all things happen at the same time, right? All these past lives are happening at the same time. It's like pulling out a little sleeve and going, that's a cool one, and putting it back in. Okay. This is a male past life. And there's a lot of, oh my gosh, this is medieval. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. That was so helpful. Because I was like, I don't understand where this is, because I see this gentleman in front of a two-wheeled cart, and he's pulling this two-wheeled cart, and he is tired. He's older in this particular one. He's like 35. Mm-hmm. Yeah. At that time in his history, 35 would have been like up there, right? And there's something about his feet. His feet hurt a lot. So good evening, Nicoletta. You may be able to see similarities between past lives and present lives. Fears, pains in the body, things like that. So if you do, great. If you don't, that's fine too. But his feet hurt. And I actually want to tell you that I feel like he had something like bunions, or it was a chronic thing. He would get up in the morning and his feet just hurt all of the time. And his neck hurt. And I know that these two things are tied. So it absolutely has to do with pulling a cart. And in the cart he's either had food in the cart, or they were out threshing like wheat or something along those lines. He was a very, very hard worker. He was a farmer, and he was, okay, thank you. He was, you guys don't see me do that very much anywhere, right? Okay, thank you. Hi, hold, please. He was what they would have called a serf. He was somebody that was, I don't know if you would consider it. I don't know what they would have considered it back then. They were they lived on the people's property. They worked for them, and they paid a percentage of what they made into the higher ups, right? So every time we do one of these, they bring the life forward that is the most important for you to know at this time. So, okay, thank you. I want to talk about the lessons that he was going through in that particular lifetimes. Blessings from Slovenia. Good evening. So this particular person worked very, very hard and gave a lot. So I don't think he gave everything. His full portion. I don't think he gave his full portion that he was supposed to, like, I don't know what they would have called them, landlords maybe. I think that he pieced some of it off to a couple other people, like older people that needed help. So he was very generous. He was very generous. And the problem with this is he was generous to a fault, and I really feel like he got caught. I think he gave too much away, and they went, this doesn't tally up. And I think that he was punished for that. I don't know how they punished him. I just know that there was a punishment involved in there. But it wasn't severe enough that he couldn't continue to work, because I feel like he was a good producer. He was a good worker. He was a very, very kind individual. And I think that the people that owned the property were also very, very kind. I would agree with you, Lori Spears. She says it was his feet. But In addition to that, I mean, I think if they would have damaged his feet, he wouldn't have been as good a worker. So I'm not quite sure what they did, but there was a punishment involved. But I also feel like the landlords were not that bad. I mean, you have ticket takers, right, between the landlord and the people that are working. Hi, Leanne. And wherever he worked, he was always very dusty. So it was always very dusty. And I'm going to say this is medieval. I'm going to say this is 13, 1400s. This is out in the middle of the fields, and not big castles like you would think, but smaller keepy kind of areas. Keepy. It's a keepy kind of area. Sherry Ann. I want to talk about his children. I want to talk about his family. I feel like his wife, had passed away earlier, and he was left with children. Not little bitty kids, but I mean they were significantly younger than he was. Of course, they were just little kids. But I think that he had to like put them into work environments earlier than he wanted to be able to keep up. And he had a lot of guilt. Okay, here we go. Thank you. I'm like, we're just plodding along here. Let's figure this out. He carried a lot of guilt for the things he couldn't accomplish on his own. I think that he really sorely missed his wife, and they worked very well as a team. But he missed. He felt very, very bad about having to rely on his children to fill the void a little bit, because they would do small things, though, like little things, like things that kids could do, sweep for people and things like that. But still, he was a very, very proud individual that didn't want to ask for help. He didn't want to ask for help. He wanted to be able to cover all the things all himself. And he failed in this lifetime to learn this lesson. He did it, but he didn't like it. He didn't see that he didn't see the connection that we all need. Yeah, Lori, there's a lot of pride here that we all need help. Not asking for a hand out, but a hand up, right? How well do we do that? And did he learn that lesson? No, it was very hard for him. He didn't want to have to ask anybody for anything, and it hurt his heart that he had to ask his children to, sweep for whatever extra piece of bread for the evening, right? And I think that was an unlearned lesson in that lifetime, and I think it carries through to subsequent lifetimes where it's hard to ask for help because we want to be the source of it all, right? We want to do it all. We want to be the end all, do all. And Kelly Dix, how are you? And cover all of our bases. But just keep in mind, sometimes we have to ask for help. And when we're struggling, especially, we need to be able to emote that we're having a problem. And I think that's what that lifetime is here for you for, is to know that you should not have to carry it all yourself, and you don't need to carry it all yourself. Absolutely. I hope that's helpful. All right, moving on. We will move on this evening. All right. I hope that helps, because there's probably a circumstance that's going on that you guys are like, pay attention. Moving on. So can I get a whoop whoop in the room, you guys, to see who is here? Let me see who is here. Once again, you're going to see some things coming out, you guys, about the event we have going on in October. We also have psychic development class starting in a week. Starts next week. Let me put that up here. I forgot that it starts next week. Banners. And you can find information because it's online and in person, right? I really don't like that blue. How do I change that? No, can't do that. Okay, cancel. Don't touch them. Don't touch the buttons. Okay. Stop touching the buttons, Lisa. Put right out loud. All right, here we go. Oh. Okay, I see. Whoop, whoop, whoops. Whoop, 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 whoop. Onward. Marsha Ellis, how are you? Haley Gould, how are you? Patty Brewer, Sarah Koch. Good evening, everybody. Tammy Lane. I'm reading you guys. Jane Gabby. All right, let's see. Where are we here? I'm looking. We're gonna go with Amanda Whitehorn. Amanda, are you with us? I have to because people come in and they go out, right? Okay. And make sure everybody, if you guys could share one time to a group, that'd be fabulous. Okay. Amanda. I did say Amanda Whitehorn. All I know so far is that your past life has to do with a smell. That's all I know. I read your name and I was like, I smell something, but I don't know what I smell yet. I smell ink. I don't know how I know it's ink. Don't ask me. I have no idea. But this is the weirdest thing. It smells thick. No, this is real lipstick. I do have real lipstick on. Okay. So here we go. It smells thick and tarry looking, and it's definitely brown, black, red color. And as this is interesting. Okay, great. They're giving me a lot of information all at one time. It's like, oh, now you got it. We got it. Okay. I want to talk about this is a male past life. And this is, I don't know how old this is. I don't know the history of typesetting. I have no, I know Lisa Phillips says the high fires are horrible. I have no idea about typesetting. No, I don't know the history of it or anything, but I do know that this was done by individual letter. It's like they would put out individual letters. It was like and then they took some kind of, I want to say like a roly kind of sponge thing, but it looks like they also have a pomper kind of thing that they're putting ink on these typeset letters. And this is not for a big publication. They are printing books or it's like expensive. Hey, Shelly. It's like expensive to do. Like the cost to do. So it has to be very much at the beginning. I know nothing about this, but I do see letters and I see them taking like a piece of suede and pumping ink on top of letters. And they're just giving me, and this is like New York City. So this is a really current lifetime, recent past life. So this is, they just showed me New York. So they're like, come on, get with the program, Lisa, catch up. But they're making books, they're binding books, they're selling one at a time. It's like when one's printed, they sell it. When one's printed, they sell it. And it's almost like custom order, or I have no flipping idea what this person is doing, but this is what this person is doing. So we're going to move on from there because I want to talk about his single-mindedness, his determination, his low self-esteem. This person had very low self-esteem. He talks, this is so wrong. He talks about his Adam apple. He says, I wasn't the most attractive guy. He shows his Adam, and I hear like Ichabod Crane, very lanky, very, very gangly kind of guy. And he is, he doesn't, something about his shoes. Your father, who's still alive, is a printer of books. Please tell me, really? He prints books? How funny is that? How funny is that? Okay. So this person is, he's talking about his low self-esteem. He talks about watching the ground when he walks. He watched the ground a lot when he walks. And he felt like if he watched the ground, that he could stay in his bubble from the time he gets up in the morning and he left his domicile. He said he calls it a domicile. So it's almost like a dorm room kind of thing. He doesn't have a home. It's just a room. And when he leaves that, everything is right here. He's watching right here. He doesn't like to interact with people. He wants to stay very like right here. And when he has to talk to somebody, it's almost like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle this person. And then he struggled socially a lot. And I do see he eventually got married, but I'm not quite sure how he got there because the energies that I'm picking up from this guy is just like, please don't talk to me, like out of breath. Please don't talk to me. And I think this is somebody that kind of cracked his shell a little bit at a time. And I think that this was part of his lesson, was taking little bits instead of everything all at one time. And he really struggled with that. So when he saw this person constantly. I'm going to say this person was a store along his way, maybe a bakery or something that he stopped at, because I do kind of see a baked good, and a small smile. And he, it was just a little thing, this little kindness, this one little kindness that this person gave him. And it took him a long time to be able to open up and, even almost look her in the face. So I do feel like he did get married. And you want to talk about somebody devoted. You want to talk about somebody that was absolutely devoted to their spouse. I understand. Thank you. And I'm supposed to talk to you about why this life is important, because his lenses changed. It's like changing the lenses in your glasses. I'm not going to say he became this gregarious, outspoken, living out loud kind of person. But I think that after he started to see that he had worth in somebody's eyes, that his chin came up, that he started to watch the world around him rather than watch the ground. But he was still prone to that dial down of personality, that he was prone to depression. When life got overwhelming, when there was too many people, so freaking annoying. He's an empath. He was an empath. So when there was too many people around, he couldn't handle the cacophony of noise, and it would drive him inward. So this is something to watch out for in this lifetime too. If you feel the pressure of too many people, if you feel the pressure of too many people, it's okay to step back and say, I need space. You're too close. Stay out of my bubble. Call in Archangel Michael. Be a protective guide for you, and have him, hey, Odin. Hey, buddy. Hey. He's having a night horse. I think that you, Amanda, have some things going on as well. So if you have buzzing in your ear, okay, first of all, I want to say clairaudient for you, that you're clairaudient, but I also want to say that I think you have some mediumship skills going on, and that may feel a little bit of pressure in your head. So if you have anything like that going on, just know that it's, hey, welcome to the world of being sensitive. It's a joy. It really is. It's beautiful. Sarah Cook, every time I've booked a reading, I have been told they couldn't do it for me. This is worrying for me. Should I be concerned? Absolutely not. Not at all. I think you're fine. Well, I recently got glasses, and the personality you're describing sounds a lot like me. Lots of buzzing. I think you have Amanda Whitehorn. I think you have mediumship skills. I think you could be connecting with the other side if you wanted to. But, you have to want to, right? Okay. Glitching. Lori's glitching. Me too, Lori. No. Yours have all your life, yeah. And once you start to realize, hey, Autumn, once you start to realize that you have something going on, then your guides start to go on it a little bit more. Okay, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop? Look at me. Empath also sounds like your son who has Asperger's syndrome. Kelly Dix, you're totally correct. There's a lot of similarities. External processing with empaths is very difficult sometimes, especially if you don't know how to do it. If you don't know you're an empath, it makes it much more difficult to navigate because you have no idea that you should be calling in protection or what is your triggers to need protection. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's see who we going with next. Let's see. Penny Pridemore. Henry said, "It's Grandma." Hi, Henry. Hi, Henry. How you doing, buddy? Grandma misses you. I miss you too, Ashley. Okay. Ashley is due on the 15th, you guys, for Adeline Grace. So she is not at the shop at this time. Her and Henry haven't been in for a week now, and it's like lonely. So, hi, Henry. It's Grandma. Okay. Okay. Did I call a name? Did I call a name? Because I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to call on Jane Gabby. Jane Gabby. I know she picked such a beautiful name for the baby. You have an Ashley too? Okay. Did I say it right, Jane? Oh, I said Penny? I did say Penny. I did say Penny and then it's Jane. Okay. I did say Penny. Okay. That's why you guys are here. Keep my shit right between the lines right here, man. Because Penny is over the side going, oh. Penny's like, no. No. Okay. Okay. Penny. Let's see. Penny, I don't know what you do, but you're getting ready for some validations of things that you are working towards in life. Archangel Michael comes across what we call 2x4 therapy. And I get this pressure in the back of my head, and that is a dead ringer for that 2x4 therapy that he puts across. So I would expect to start seeing synchronicities, constant number sequences, pennies, feathers. And if it's something that would remind you of a past loved one, that you would see that over and over and over again, because somebody is just trying to get your attention and saying, hey, look, you're not crazy. Isn't that nice? I like it when Spirit does that. You have gifts, always seeing them. Okay. I just heard a telephone, like a 1980s telephone that hung on the wall. I don't have a telephone here. How weird. Huh. Okay. That was weird. Ding. Okay. Anyhow. So pay attention to the synchronicities. The world is a bit crazy, right? Hi, Haley. So let's see where we go from there. Do you channel, Penny? Do you channel spirit? Like channel, like just come across with randomness. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Do you have a fish? Yes. I do have fish. It's Bill's fish from Texas. It's a Texas fish. He come up in a bait bucket. I do or believe that I do. Yes, good. Because I need you to know that that's the part. You're not crazy. that is a thing. That you are channeling spirit when that comes across. Make sure you set boundaries on that. Make sure you set times of hours of operation, things like that. It's important to do that because spirit can tend to run over people after a while. Claire, you've always known that clear cog. I always get those two mixed up. I learned wrong years ago. And as I'm trying to step back into your Akasha calls, I get more of the impression that it's time to look forward instead of back for you, that you have quite a few lessons under your belt. I also want to tell you to make sure you're paying attention to your allergies if you have any kind of allergies. If you don't have allergies and you start to get pressure, my guides are really good at this. I have no idea why they do this to me. Pay attention to see if you have any sinus colds coming on. Get in front of it. Just get on some antihistamines or something. I don't know. They do that one. That and earthquakes. I don't know. Wish I did. The earthquake one's disturbing. Anxiety. Anxiety is another one that I get for you. Stepping out of your own way. I think you get in your own way a lot. Don't worry about outcomes of messages. It's not your responsibility. And pull her a card. Okay, fine, calm down. I wasn't pulling cards today. But I guess I am, so here we are. I will be on Ghost Squad Scotland on Friday evening. Look at me. What day? I don't have my calendar in front of me. So Friday evening. Yes, the heart feels in deep, right? I'll be on Ghostland Scotland at 10 p.m. their time, 5 p.m. Eastern time in the United States. And sometimes it may feel like you're fighting an uphill battle and everybody else has an opinion and yours just does not matter, right? Sometimes we have days like that. Sometimes we have months like that. But should I get off the pot because it's time to move forward? Right. You can either stay right where you are or you can change some things, learn some things, and step forward and be more. They want you to. Donna Culverhouse, it is a party now. They're saying, yep, move forward with what's in your heart. Yep. Story of your old life. It's a party. It's birthday. It's a party. It's birthday. Okay. Ooh. Offer. Onward. Okay. Onward. I hope that's helpful. Okay. You're recovering from surgery. What surgery did you have? You okay? You're very welcome, honey. Jane is next. Jane. Jane, I know that right out the gate that you're a very wonderful channel for healing energy. Your chakras work wonderfully. What is with the cough? Honestly. Tastes nasty though. I don't know why I grabbed that. Female stuff getting all the hat kind of thing. Right? Just sore. All right. Oh, back to chakras. Between the lines. Squirrel. Okay. Your chakras work really well. They're in concert. You have a wonderful flow to you. You have an incredible connection to the earth and the sky. Interesting. Because at first I wanted to call you an earth energy, and now I'm kind of getting this air energy that goes with you as well. And they talk about your flow and that you have a really good sense of center, which is wonderful, because there's a lot of people that go through all the grounding, right? They've attached themselves to, I'm grounded, man. And I've called in my healing guides and my protection guides and all that. And then they forget to center. And that center is, I mean, you can't have up and below without having a middle, right? You need to practice that, you guys. Centering is so important. It's how we find ourselves. It's that little bitty piece. And it can be fleeting to start with. And then you build on it because you never forget what it felt like. And you always want it back. You always want to grab that. So whether you're meditating or shamanic journeying or whatever, Donna just walks out in the grass, but I think that's really good for you. You have this really incredible walking with the angels feeling to you. I actually hear very fine singing with your energy. You do. Do you work with angels? Do you work with angels? Do you work with angels? Because I smell overly sweet flowers. You use your voice. I smell overly sweet flowers. And if you're clear olfactory, you can smell angels, you guys. If you've ever been in a situation where you just smell flowers and you have no idea where it came from or why you're smelling this, like somebody marinated in rose perfume kind of thing, a lot of times that is angels. That's the smell of angels. And it's different for everybody, of course, but definitely pick that up for you. Many light beings. Yeah, you walk. And see, here's the thing. Angels that's just a name for an energy, right? It really is. Oh, look, we have a troll. Let me get the troll. Oh, block user. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. And look at the troll. Get rid of the troll. There we go. All gone. Obviously an old soul. You've been here. You've done this. This is a hello from Grove City. Oh, hello, Kelly Hart. That's not too far from here. You're an old soul. You've done this many times. I think that you probably came back here electively this time. Hi, Sandy Sargent. You're here to assist somebody. You're here to assist somebody. You're helping somebody with a lesson. Do not don't fall on the sword for them totally. Okay. But you can be of assistance without giving yourself totally. I just need you to know that. Because you're a giving soul, sometimes you have to remember to step back a little bit. But you do bring a sense of peace around to those around you. Strangers will tell you everything. And I'm going to tell you that if you feel as if you're doing like da 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 da, right, and you're at the top, and I feel like you can go up and down. You can have highs and lows just like everybody else, but you feel so strongly that when you hit that low, that's really hard. It's really, really hard. Life can be a little bit crushing. I need you to step back up to the next note and bring yourself back to that, because you live. It's such a constant. Oh, look at there. We have another troll. Oh, let's get rid of him. Delete comment. There we go. Got him. You vibrate so high, so consistently that it's exhausting sometimes, but you don't have to vibrate all the way up here. Bring yourself down a notch so you're not being everything to everybody. You don't have to be that. You just need to be you. And you are such an incredible energy anyways. Are you clairvoyant? Because I definitely get that you get images in your head that are absolutely 100% clairvoyancy for you. So I need to validate that for you, that it's of course not in front of you, but it's in our brain, right? That's a thing. Love, blessings, and light, troll. I know. Trolls, they need money too. The difference is I don't go. Never mind. Never mind. You're Ohio too. Where are you, Jeannie? I'm in outside Defiance. We actually have a shop in Defiance, Ohio. The Mystical Moons. Yep, the Mystical Moons. Okay, moving on. We are going to be doing a big event in October. Oh crap, those cards are all the way down there. With Paranormal Investigation, Smithers, North British Columbia. You just moved to Defiance. Rhonda, have you been in the shop? You must have been in the shop. That's how you found us, right? Thank you, Victoria. We're always Parma. You're in Parma. That's not too bad. I wish the tools well. They must be going through something. Yeah, they're going through something. Okay. Love right back at you, Jane. Okay, moving on. Okay. I'm checking to see where we're going next. Wait. Oh, you haven't been in yet? Well, make sure when you come in you say hi. Oh, look, we got another troll. Block user, delete comment. Here's another one. Block user, delete comment. Ooh, they're quick tonight, aren't they? Here's another one. Block user, delete comment. And the reason I take the time to do this, you guys, is because while they bring us up in the ranks by commenting on everybody's post and comment, I don't like them attaching to your guys' emails and your Facebook pages and your YouTubes and all that. Yeah, I try to catch them quick so that they're not hitting on more than, they get one person, I see them, and then I try to get them out of there, because they will just hound you guys like crazy. And not only do I dislike getting 500 notices on Facebook that says, they poked somebody else, but you must feel so drained after your sessions. Absolutely not, Marlene. I get on and do this because this is my fun time. This is my downtime. This is my, let's get on and sit with spirit for a little bit. I don't know. I just enjoy it. So, oh my God. Jeez. But I don't use my energy to do this. It's all, would you confirm that the one I came back to is my love partner, Paul? I'm going to say yes. Okay, moving on. I do have a couple dates in the shop. I will be doing readings this week, this month. Some flipping time. But I don't have it posted quite yet. So I was going to tell you about my cat, you guys. I get up this morning and that's again, big cares about my cat, but this is the one that comes in. I'll sit here and meow, meow, meow. I am not a cat person. Okay. We loved Fern. Fern was our cat. And then she unalived herself. And that was the hardest thing. And then we inherited Bill's cat, and one son left 2 cats. And then Sam rescued a cat. I am cat laden at this point in my life. And so I come out of the kitchen in the kitchen this morning, and Here's cat walking on tripods. And I'm like, what did you do? What did you do? And the cat lays down on the floor. And so we're on a farm. Okay. I have stitched stuff up and glued stuff up and pasted stuff together on animals. Like, you almost have to be a vet if you have horses because they're always looking for a way to die. So I'm like not too squeamish. So the cat is laying on the floor and I'm looking at its leg and I'm like, okay, well, let's check this. So I grab the cat's leg and very gently, okay, because I don't want to hurt the kitty, and I'm probing at the foot, and the cat has smushed its paw somehow. And the cat laid there fine for it. She's like, okay, check it out. Nothing else was broke. And right at the very bottom at the paw, it just was flat feeling. And I'm like, well, that's not right. So called the vet, made an appointment. Lord. The cat has dislocated its toe and they have to amputate it. I'm like, this isn't even my cat. It's left here. But I can't have the cat suffering either. So she's the sweetest little kitty, but she's at the vet. She has surgery tomorrow. I was like, how am I going to amputate the toe of a cat? Okay. Let's do it. I know. Unreal. They said it must have been jumping off of something. Its toe got caught in something, and then it was broken. Dang. Gross. Anyways, moving on. Poor kitty. She is higher than a kite at the vet's office right now. They put her on, they gave her a med. And I mean, she started just like mixing bread almost immediately. I'm like, whatever they gave her was really good. Poor kitty. They're just taking a toe because the vet was like, get this. The vet's like, I'll get back to reading, I swear, just a second. The vet's like, he comes in and he's like, and he shows me the x-ray and I'm like, that ain't bad. Okay. And he goes, the only way to fix this is to take it off. And I'm like, the whole leg? He goes, oh no, I should have been much more clear than that. The toe. And I'm like, oh, okay. We can take the toe off. It's fine. It'll be fine. One toe. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room to see who's next? Can I get a whoop? Oh my Lord, love a duck. I keep throwing cards everywhere. Okay. Oh, there's another one over there. Oh, please. Okay, so you know what I haven't mentioned is the amazing people in the membership. So if you guys see a lot of conversation going off in the right, it's probably My Mystical Lifers. So we have a membership where we do ongoing psychic development in addition to the 6-week class that we have coming up next week. We still have a couple spaces left in that. That's online and in person, by the way, you guys. And our success rate, knock on wood's been 100% on teaching people to read. 100%. And there's some secrets to it, I think. You're a member, you're the special child. Hey, Donna, are you coming up for the gathering in October? I have this like really great place we're going to go do a paranormal investigation. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. We're going to do Victorian table tipping seance the night of Thursday night. Friday night, we're doing a paranormal investigation. Tanya Lee is coming down to do a psychic mediumship session. Okay. I have to think about things and make sure I have all my information correct. We have a lot of stuff going on. It's going to be fun. And Thursday, the day of the Witches Brew, it's like a bar crawl for witches. All the women dress up as witches and they go from one place to the next. I know Shelly's like, yes, Tanya's coming. So excited. But the membership starts at $11.11 a month, you guys, and is truly amazing. I will say that because I just will. Because we sit back and we watch the membership communication, and it's about community. It's so cool to watch everybody lift each other up and be there for each other and help each other find their way in this life. So it's really cool. It's just so, but we do classes and meditations and healing sessions and all sorts of stuff. We think so. We like it. You can count Jansen and I in for the fun weekend fun. Oh man, let me tell you what. we're going to do the Paulding jail. I have to go see the jail and give her my deposit, but we're going to do the Paulding jail overnight. Well, 8 to 3. But anyways, moving on. So excited. So excited. Okay, let me scroll back through here. I've yet to see where to connect to the other members. So Sherry Ann, have you joined the Facebook group? I'll have to look for you. Let me write this down. Beth Fry. The Facebook group is where you usually connect with people. And if you're on there, throw out a, hey, I'm new. And let me tell you what, they'll come out. Really? Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, absolutely. We'll check on that and see if you're there. That's what I'm on, right? I have no idea. Let me look over here. Do you see anybody commenting with you? No. Mm-mm. Nope, you're not on the group. You're not on that right now. I'll have to send you an invite. Yes, we may smother you. Shelly, isn't it amazing how everybody's like, oh, wait, you're new? What you doing? What you doing? Yeah. And it's just a lot of fun. Okay, moving on. Let's move on, and I will make sure I check on that, Sherry Ann. Let me write that down. I have lost my pen. Okay, here we go. Sherry Ann. How do I spell it? There we go. Okay, I will check that. All right. Oh, and by the way, did the purple spheres come in? Did the purple spheres come in? The smaller lavender ones? Is that what you're talking about? You guys can go shop at themysticalmoons.com. You guys, you can do online shopping there. And if you haven't seen the dinosaur skull, I don't have my phone in front of me. The dinosaur skull that just came in and the dragon skull that's out of sunstone. Holy crap, are they cool? Yeah. Okay. That's just me saying so. Blessings from New Zealand, Anna Marie. And on we go. Oh, July Johnson. Gotcha. Thank you. Okay. They are in the window. Oh, the purple ones. I couldn't get the purple one. It's on back order. So I'm waiting. Beth. I have to keep checking back. Zenny. Hey, Zenny. July's like, yes, dear. I'm here. What will we do? Okay. First, I want to talk about, I have to get a breath of air first because you guys are really pushy. I want to talk, and when I start talking fast, it's because I am trying to get all of the information that guides want me to push across in the quickest way that I can before my little brain forgets it. Okay. So I want to talk about your anxiety level. I want to talk about your self-talk. I want to talk about the things in life that just irritate the ever living hell out of you. You have to start letting little things go. You have to pick your battles. Which hill do we want to die on is the way I kind of put it. Do we want to die on the little hill or do we want to die on the big hill? The big things are the things that the big things are the things we take in little small chunks and we start to work on it and we process those things. The little things, there are things we need to let just go because I understand. Thank you. So there's a lot of things in your life going on right now that you have to realize and you're working on that these are actually somebody else's problems and not yours. They are things that the reason they're irritating you is because maybe you have an aspect of yourself that you just don't like that, you can see in that. That's called mirror work, by the way. That sucks. But what they're saying is you have to have the capacity to go, I understand that this is their way, that this is their problem, this is their processes, and let that go. Because you can't take on everybody else's problems. It will drain you out to the point, hey, Patrick Lewis, to the point where you're just so drained you have nothing to give. You don't need that, right? You don't want that. You want to be able to be there for everybody that you need to be there for in the capacity that you want to. We reach a certain age and we go, screw it, I ain't going to do it. I don't need to. I want people to take responsibility for their own things. I don't want to have to do everything for everybody. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting for you. It's to that point where you're just like, I can't fill everybody up. I have to fill myself, and I have to let the little things go because the little things just aren't worth my time. I think when we hit a certain age, we start to look at things and go, my time on earth is halfway over, or whatever. I'm not saying that's your point, but we look at things and we say, how much more can I put in here? Right? So you have to look at it and say, how much more can I put in here? Or how much more can I experience and really enjoy life? I don't want to cram it in. I want to slow stroll through the rest of my life in peace and enjoyment and high Diana and love and just be, and it's no, preach it, y'all. And it's no coincidence that my hands are like this. This is my guide saying, hey, Sherry, how are you? This is my guide saying, you need to be your own best friend at this point. You need to feed yourself. And sitting here like this, which doesn't look like it's a big deal, right? But I know that if I'm meditating and I'm taking the time for myself, that this is how I'm doing it. This is part of my Qigong. Believe it or not, you guys are like, what the hell does that mean? This is part of my Qigong meditation. And it helps recirculate my energy and create more flow. We've been watching Sherry, sending your daughter all our best. Absolutely. So take some time for yourself. July. Take some time for yourself and allow yourself to recharge your batteries. And let the little things go because they're just not that important. It's not as important as all that. It may seem like it because we invest ourselves in all sorts of little things. But sometimes we have to decide which is more important. What are we going to fight? Wow. What are we going to fight? I hope that's helpful. And that's just your guides going, you know these things. Here it goes. I wonder if anybody's going to make dinner. I don't know. That's part of me not trying to take care of everybody else. I'm not starving. I got some stuff to live off. Tammy Lane, we are sending you wonderful energy for your heart surgery tomorrow, wrapping you up in love and light. Can everybody send Tammy Lane a little bit of encouragement and healing energy? Andrina, good evening. Okay. Moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop? And can you share to a group for me, please? Don't share to the same one you've already shared to. They get really irritated and I get hate mail. True story. Intuitives can be mean. They really can. I don't blame people at all. Michael Groomer's in the room, you guys. Michael Groomer is now the proud participant of the My Mystical Life family. He will be on the third Tuesdays of the month. You don't see him on the schedule right yet because, well, I had already done the schedule. So I do need to shift that out. And he's talking about his Oracle card class too. So yay. Okay. I have, let's see, where'd we go? Charlene Whitsitt. Charlene, I want to start with a cat. I know we've already had the cat discussion. Okay, we're not going to go back into the cat discussion. I have a cat in spirit for you. I don't know if it's your cat. It doesn't matter if it's your cat or if it's somebody else's cat. That's fine. Either way, I don't base myself on that validation of that because cats are wonderful. They're great animals. And especially when they're around in spirit, you'll find a lot of cats hang out in spirit. A lot. And this one is... I'm trying to decide if it's really light tabby or if it's white. It's just a lighter colored cat. But I need you to know that it hangs around. And if you find yourself tripping a little bit, have a good night, Zenny. Jeannie, hopefully you're in the group. I don't know. What group are you in? I do not have anybody in the private group right now. Most people are on My Mystical Life. So Black Eye, she died. So I just need you to know that if you feel that you're tripping over your feet a little bit, I find this to be very common when you have cat energies that are hanging around with you and you're tripping over your own feet and you're just feeling incredibly clumsy. That is like a thickness of energy that cats bring when they come rub on our legs and they love on us and they're hanging out. So that's something you have going on. You do have a cat in the area. So if you're noticing things out of the corner of your eye and you're catching about cat height, that is a thing. Okay. And we won't go into the rods and the cones and all the science of why you see it from here and not up here, because that's a whole other thing. Right. I do love science though. They're always trying to catch up to us. And I also have to tell you that I feel like you've probably caught some phantom smells lately. I need to validate that for you. I need to validate the fact that which you are smelling and the person that pops into your brain when you do smell something is the person that's around you. So you have spirits that like to hang out with you. Do you have a cough? Do you have a cough? Hi, Colleen is new. Hi, Colleen. You do have a cough. Okay. Is it a chronic cough? Because I feel like from the other side, they're like, she's coughing. She's coughing. So cover your mouth. Make sure you cover your mouth. Did you have somebody that used to tell you to cover your mouth all the time when you coughed? Is it a memory? It would be a memory. It would just be like someone, Charlene, it would be a memory of somebody that would constantly say, cover your mouth when you cough. That kind of thing. You don't know. It's okay. That's fine. Because I feel like there's a woman that would be one to say that. She'd be like, cover your mouth. That's rude. Don't cough out in public. Make sure you cover your mouth. But they're talking about your cough. They're just like, make sure you take care of yourself. I don't think you take good enough care of yourself. I think you probably run yourself a little ragged. And then you have to stop and you have to regroup. Look at everybody welcoming me. I love you guys. Do you guys know that? I do. I love you guys. You feed the soul is what you guys do. Because I'm sitting here. You guys can't see what I see. Okay. You guys, some of you can see some of it, but you don't get to see all of it. Because I have 8 different feeds coming into here. So if I don't comment to somebody, it's because my feed, if anybody's ever moderated for me, knows that it goes like a scroll. It just, and I see so many people over here welcoming new people, talking to people, chit-chatting amongst themselves, having full conversations over here because they know each other, right? Because they are part of something truly cool. So it just feeds the soul. So I'm in a room alone as usual. Everybody's on My Mystical Life, mostly Michael, on the page. It's just fun to watch. I can say that. Oh, wait, let's see. Yeah, most people, there's 20. Wait, where'd it go? 28 on My Mystical Moons, 6 on the Mystical Moon. No, I'm sorry. 28 on My Mystical Life, 6 on the Mystical Moons, 5 on YouTube, and 1 on the Mystical Moons Metaphysical Shop. Michael, you coming up for October? Just checking. Okay. You're in the room all alone. So take care of your cough. Take it easy. Put your feet up. Ooh, I like this one. I get to tell you, and I don't get to do that very often because I'm not that one that where you sit down, you get a reading, and I'm like, let me tell you about how much money you're going to get. I don't do that. I don't do that. That's not my reading. I don't do that. I'm more, how can you help yourself be more? How can we pop out your muchness? All those things. But your guides, and this is, have to remember who I talked to. Charlene, your guides. I have one that comes forward and goes like this. It's so cool because he comes in from the darkness and he rubs his fingers together and he goes, money, 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 money. And then he does it much more musically well than I do. Like money, 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 money. There we go. And then he slips back into the darkness. And that's expect a small, where you're going to be in New Zealand at the end of October. That's right. No, should you be? Yes, Michael. We're going to have a big gathering and a paranormal investigation, and Tanya Lee's coming and all sorts of stuff on the 13th, 14th, and 15th. But they're talking about some money coming in for you, Charlene. And I don't know. I'm not going to say, I just saw your money guide. It's awesome because he comes in from the darkness and he just kind of, I couldn't tell you what he looks like. I have no idea. All I see is that hand do that. And then he slides back. I think that's Shannon. Hi, my BFF. Hi, Shannon. So he says small amounts of money and a trickle. Well, the dogs are going to go nuts here in a second. So what I would like you to do, Charlene, is start aiming yourself at every time you go to the mailbox, be excited. Like, is there a check in the mail today? Is the check there today? That check's going to be there today. That check's going to be there today. Be excited every time you go to the mailbox. I don't know what it is. It might be $5. I don't know. But they're saying, put yourself in that direction. You needed that money last night when they did the mega drawing. Did somebody win? Everybody's a psychic, Shovely. Everybody. Everybody has the intuitive skills to expand and become more. Feel carried through life by the blessings that we all have. That's what it did for me. I mean, I'm not going to tell you I'm sunshine, roses, and unicorn farts all the time. Oh no. But I do know that when I have downtime, when I have a bad day, hold on, let me let my husband know I'm online because I don't even. You never know. But that man will come through here and say, what's her mailbox? I'll check it for her. Just being supportive, right? There's people that'll be supportive for you and check your mailbox for you, Charlene. I know Dad's home. Okay. I want to read I Am in California. Gratuitous plug. Next week, we have an online and in person. So it's a hybrid event, 6-week psychic development class. And that's what our membership is about, is psychic development as well. Sherry Elsbeth, just know that we are sending all sorts of love and prayers for your daughter. Absolutely. Everybody's sending it. No, but it's true. We do have a psychic development class starting in August. It is August. Starting on the 16th. And it's just, we have a lot of fun, but at the end, we have intuitives. So it's a lot of fun. Everybody isn't intuitive though. Everybody has psychic skills, intuitive skills. They just have to figure out how to dial into it. It's about putting together a big piece of a puzzle. Absolutely. How much is it? The 6 weeks, $250. It's actually really, really affordable. All right, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a whoop whoop? See how excited the dogs are when he got home? Like, I did not get that. I got this. Where's the dog food? Guaranteed, that's what I got. Much like when someone calls your name in the middle of the night, Deborah. Yes, absolutely. And it's so funny you said that because it made me think, I had that happen last night. That's what jiggled my memory. I remember waking up irritated. So I will tell you, I'll give you a little pearl. when you're opening up intuitively, when you're just starting to realize that you are more, right? That you have so much more, is when your guides start to really come out in force. That you will hear your name called in the middle of the night. You will find that you catch things out of the corner of your eye more. You'll hear things, you'll see things, you'll sense things, you'll taste things, you'll smell things. And then you get the Academy Awards in acting in the morning for the cats for their wet food, right? But what happens is a lot of people get discouraged when they're in their hey, do not slobber on me. When they've really got their intuitive journey rolling, and then their guides go, aha. They understand what's going on. They understand that they can talk to their guides and their guides will talk back. And then they start to pull back. And a lot of people get really, really discouraged because they feel like, oh, I had it and now it's gone. It was so fleeting. It was awesome, but now it's gone. But what happened is your guides go, they're on their way. They understand. They've got it. Now they need to learn how to do it. Now they need to learn more instead of us spoon feeding it to them. And that's when the work begins. So it's a thing. So if you hear them calling your name in the middle of the night, trust me, that's just the cream floating to the top. It only happened 3 times, but as I close my eyes for bed, I see faces, very clear faces, but I don't know who they are. So are you asking, Nicoletta? Are you asking who they are? This is see, that's another thing. This is things we teach in the class. People don't ask enough questions. They don't ask any questions. And then they have to figure out how they get their answers. So, yeah, it's about putting puzzle pieces together. And the other thing is confidence on how to do readings, and the messages that come across are legit. And then once you figure it out, you're like, oh my God, that was the coolest thing. And it just starts to roll. So anyhow, that's where we're at. All right, everybody. Sarah Cook, it's online too. So this is the first time we've done an in-person class. I've done 4 classes all online, and the results are the same. We've had 100% people walk away reading. So this is actually the first time we're doing it in person and online. So the online is normal for us. Mm-hmm. So you can definitely join from over in, I think, here in Scotland. Right? I've seen spirits since I was young, always feared asking. Thank you for the advice. What is the first thing, and I'm going to do this, and what is the first thing everybody asks their spirit guides? Some of you know the answers because a lot of the people in the comments have taken this class. Mm-hmm. You're in Australia. Oh yeah, you can take it online. Absolutely. Absolutely. It'll be 6 o'clock in the evening. I don't know what time that is your time. So it's only like an hour earlier. From Ireland, their name. Lori knows what are their name. Absolutely. And that is people. I could just. I love to teach. So hi, Amber. One of the first things people ask is, "What's your name?" And they have unique answers, not always the ones you want. So, and people feel like, "Oh, I'm not good enough," because maybe they didn't get a name, or they didn't get the name they thought they were going to get, or whatever. But we go through all that. So if you want to join the class, you guys, I would love to have you there. We have quite a bit of people already, which makes it much more fun because it raises the energy and the vibration in the class. And if you are interested in joining the class, you can go to mymysticallife.com to join. And you'd be surprised yourself because everybody can do it. Everybody. I fear dark spirits because I have felt them. I have an answer for that too. I do. I don't pay attention to them. I give them no thought. They have nothing to feed on. And okay, let me rephrase this. When I'm reading, I don't worry about them at all. But I'm also a shaman, which you guys don't hear me talk about a lot. I have to walk on both sides, like dark and light, right? So I'm aware of them. Looky.
Dinner.
Right. He wants Mexican. I can see the Mexican look on his face.
It's too late to start cooking dinner. It's 7:00.
All right, guys.
What's up, Michael? Lori. Hello.
Hubby's home.
Yep. My hangry ass is home.
Right. All right,
Beth.
guys.
Hi, Beth. Hangry.
Order out. We live in the middle of nowhere, you guys. Your page posted Nancy is on tonight, but she's not feeling well. Yes, that's true. Nancy is not feeling well. That's a scheduled post. It just comes out.
Nope.
Have margaritas, trust me.
There's no Mexican takeout here. It's eating because they don't let margaritas go out the door.
This is Jansen's husband. This is good day, sir.
What's up?
Jam the man. Okay.
What up?
Andrina, good. She's from Scotland. She is over there in the beautiful Scotland where we will be next year.
Sweet.
Very excited. We're going to Scotland.
We're going to Europe next year.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys.
It's our 35th anniversary.
You can see how excited the dogs are. So we're going to let you go.
I'm sorry. How long have you been on?
Everybody have a wonderful evening. Find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine because you are.
May the light be with you always. Have a great evening
And if you're
or
new,
a great morning, depending on where you are.
if you're new, make sure you like the page because we do this for fun. So we'll see you there. See you on the flip side.
Bye.
All right, guys. Bye.